Dan from Holden's back in the studio today, this time to talk about lighting. Dan, it's great to have you with us today.
It's nice to be here.
So it's Ledgo is the brand that we're going to talk about. Talk us through some of the lights in the range.
Yeah, so Ledgo do a lot of lights from kind of low-end, very affordable lights for self-shooters, vloggers, things like that, all the way up to very expensive studio lights. I mean, some of the lights I think which might be interesting for Scan customers, we do the spotlight over there. So if you need to create a hard spot effect with hard shadows, that's the D600 light, which is focusable and it's got the barn doors, so you've got a lot of control over the light. Then in front of those you've got the Ledgo pad lights, which I suppose you'd use more for shooting people, head and shoulders, kind of more flattering light. Very soft, very easy to sit under that light and not kind of startle the presenter.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too overpowering, does it? Which sometimes some lights can. This is quite a nice soft
Exactly.
light.
They're very kind of plug and play. You don't really need to know too much about lighting because it's a soft source straight out the box. You know, in the past you may well have had to put soft boxes and things like that on extra diffusion on the front. Because these lights are also bi-colour, it means you don't have to worry about matching colours to your environment. So if you've got daylight coming through the window, if that was a tungsten light, you'd have to start putting gels on, but you can just switch those lights from daylight to tungsten. They're very thin, they're very lightweight, they can even be powered off batteries, so it means you're not tethered to mains. You can stick a couple of the Sony NPF batteries on the back, and then you can just move the lights wherever you want.
Does it come with a stand as well, so it's literally out of the box, you're ready to go?
It doesn't come with a stand. If you buy one light, we do a 3-head kit, which is 3 stands, 3 light heads, power supplies, everything. There's smaller versions of that little pad light. It's a very affordable, sort of about £70 or so, which is like a little, I don't know, A5 size that goes on top of cameras. That's a really popular light.
Fantastic. Okay, some of the other lights in the range, then talk us through that.
Yeah, so this is a brand new fixture. This is what we call an RGB light. So it does not only does conventional lighting like a tungsten kind of daylight light, it also does kind of all the colours you can think of. So red, green, blue. It has effects on it, so you can do things like lightning and cop car and candlelight, stuff like that.
So how easy are these to use? They're pretty simple, aren't they?
They're about as easy as it gets. I mean, especially things like the pad light, which is really just a light you set up and that's it. You're lighting your subject immediately. You haven't had to muck about. The way that these lights are made with the diffusion material, it's a flattering light straight out of the box.
So we've got controls on the back as well, haven't we, of some of these lights?
Yeah, so all of the lights have controls on the back. So most of the lights are bi-colour, which means you've got that colour temperature you can control, and also dimmable. Just to give some idea about the power in case some of your customers are interested, a 60-watt bulb usually produces about 800 lumens. One of these pad lights produces 2,165, so it's a lot brighter than your average household bulb.
Very bright. So we've spoken about the controls on the back, but very cool, these can also be operated via a free app that you can get. Can't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the app's free. You can put it onto your iPhone or Android phone. With the addition of a little box, which is a Wi-Fi hub, you can control up to 100 of these Ledgo lights simultaneously. You can save scene information, so if you want to change them all quickly to sort of a daylight temperature, or you might have some in one part of the room which you want to quickly turn off, you can save that, so you can just touch a button and it's all done for you. You don't have to go running around all the lights adjusting them.
Fantastic, which is great for a number of scenarios, isn't it? But like we said, if you're self-shooting and you don't want to be going in and out of shots, you want to be able to monitor it as well.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Fantastic.
For self-shooting. You don't realise how good it is until you've done it, because if you're a self-shooter, you put yourself in front of the camera, you light yourself, and then you go to behind the camera to look at how you're lit, and you think, oh, actually, no, I'm behind the camera now. If you put a little monitor in front of you, you can light yourself literally sort of live, in effect, just to one person.
Fantastic. So talk to us about the ring light, which I saw, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so the ring light goes around the camera lens. That's a very popular light because it makes people look good on camera. It gives what's called a catch light, which is this little kind of spark highlight in your eyes, which kind of is a beauty light that makes people look kind of awake and gives a nice even light to the face. And that also has the same features as the other lights. So you've got bi-colour, and you've got dimmability or Wi-Fi controllable.
Fantastic. Well, listen, thank you very much for coming in and talking to us about this fantastic range of lights. And if you want to find out more or buy your own, you can do at scan.co.uk.